We managed to go down more than 14 pounds in a few days to make weight, 204 this morning in order to make the weight to compete on Saturday. But I can tell you for fact, I'm gonna be 5'9" next show.
Hey guys, Ivan here with another video, and in this one we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates. So as you guys know, earlier today at a Classic Physique weigh-ins and height-ins, nobody was allowed to see what the hell happened. Nobody knows if Mike Sommerfeld actually made the weight, what was his height. Nobody knows what happened. Did they actually measure him properly? How did they measure him? What did they do? It was all a mystery. People are calling out the Mr. Olympia, saying that they lost all credibility. They said they're gonna remeasure all of these guys, but they didn't allow us to see how they're doing it. And 10 guys from Classic Physique did not make the weight, including Michael the Bull. He had to go to sauna for an hour to lose a couple of kilos to actually make the weight. He did that. So did the other 10 guys, 9 guys actually. And Mike Sommerfeld made the weight pretty easily. He measured himself a couple of times, but he made the weight without any issues. He didn't have to do the sauna or anything like that. And we didn't know what his weight was. Did they actually allow him to compete at 212 pounds? Did they actually measure him at 5'9" or whatever happened? We still don't know, but we actually have something. Dennis James asked Mike Sommerfeld at a press conference what happened, what was his height, what was his weight, and this was his answer.
How much did he weigh in at, and what was his weight this morning?
What was your weight, Mike?
So we managed to go down more than 14 pounds in a few days to make weight, 204 this morning in order to make the weight to compete on Saturday. But I can tell you for fact, I'm gonna be 5'9" next show.
You know what?
Guys, I don't think that was a joke. I mean, Mike kind of smiled after everybody laughed at him, not with him, I would say at him, because I think he was serious. That's what his facial expressions are telling me. You know, he actually plans on getting taller his next show. How? Well, he's definitely gonna grow in height. Maybe he plans on, I don't know, stretching his back more, maybe doing another back surgery, you know, growing more hair, doing more transplant. I don't know what his plan is, but he's gonna try and measure himself at more than 5'9" next show. How? If he does that, sure, fine. If they're measuring these guys correctly, which we don't know. We have no idea how they're doing it. If they're actually not measuring their hairs and they're doing a proper job, then maybe, yeah, sure, if he gets taller somehow, then it's okay. But if he doesn't, and they measure him at 5'9", then we'll know that something is wrong. And now, at this show, apparently, based on what Mike is saying, he was not measured at 5'9". He was actually 5'8", and he was allowed to weigh only 204 pounds. So no, it seems like they did not let him compete at 212 pounds. But, you know guys, him saying this at a press conference doesn't mean that this is absolutely true. We really don't know what happened behind those doors. Nobody knows. Mr. Olympia literally told us that we are all completely powerless. There is nothing we can do about this. We can watch the show or not watch the show. And how are these guys heighted in and weighted in? We have no idea. Do I believe this? Well, I have no idea, guys. But honestly, based on Mike's physique updates, he did seem flatter than usual. And this would explain things. And also, it would make sense, you know, him having two options. One would be to go with the weight of 212 pounds and risk not even competing at a Mr. Olympia, or losing more weight, risking the look, but still getting on that stage. And of course, he chose to make the lower weight because he knows he's most certainly not 5'9". He's not even 5'8", guys. Mike is realistically 5'6" at best. But if they don't really pay too much attention, he can definitely lift a little bit up on his toes and, you know, put a lot of gel in his hair, and he can get an inch And he can be measured at 5'8", but to make it 5'9", I have no idea how he did it last year, what did he do, but it definitely wasn't fair, and now we know that really Logan Franklin is the true Arnold Classic Physique champion. And as far as the Mr. Olympia, yeah, Mike is saying that he made a weight, the lower weight of 204, but we still don't know that. We only know what he's saying, and also we know that next year he's gonna grow an inch and compete at 5'9". What the hell is going on? What is this guy saying? Let's check his face one more time. You guys tell me, what do you think when he says that he will be taller? Here he's talking about how he made the weight and he feels proud of himself and confident, and he's like, hell yeah, I did it. And then he talks about how he's gonna be 5'9", and his face does not change. Everybody laughs and he's kind of smiling. He's trying to look like he's laughing to his own joke, but really he meant that. Because that is the only way for Mike to actually make that 212 pounds weight cap and actually look his best. Now, the next question is, if he actually made that lower weight of 204, what will he look like on the Mr. Olympia stage? Is he actually gonna be as competitive as before? And let's be realistic, guys, there is no chance he's gonna be as good. If he would be as good, he would already make that weight at the Arnold Classic, at a Mr. Olympia. But no, he was coming in at 212 pounds. So this is not gonna be Mike at his best. Maybe he does something crazy this last day. I don't know what Neil Hill can do, but struggling that much to make the weight, your body doesn't really bounce back as well in one day compared to if you had, for example, a couple of days. So this is definitely gonna affect his look, but if this is true, then it's only fair to go about it this way because everybody else has to make the weight. But again, we have no idea what the real truth is until they show us the footage, if it was filmed at all. If they don't, we have no idea what happened, and that's just it. And we can't do anything about it. We can complain, we can talk about it, we can leave comments, we can make YouTube videos, but that's about it. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Alright, the next thing we got is something also very interesting, very funny, I would say. Men's Physique guys almost get in a fight at a press conference. Now, I don't follow Men's Physique much. I'm sure most of you guys who are watching my channel don't follow it as well, but we got something very interesting and funny at a press conference with the Men's Physique guys. So Ali Bilal, who is in my opinion going to become the Mr. Olympia in Men's Physique. Again, I don't follow it much, but when I saw this guy at the Arnold Classic, that was just crazy. Craziest abs I ever saw. And he got into an argument with Brandon Hendrickson, who already won the Mr. Olympia before. He's not the reigning champ. The reigning champ is actually Ryan Terry. But Brandon and Ali got into an argument. And they almost got in a fight, literally. It almost became physical. Let me show this to you.
Actually, give me a critique on Ali Bilal. He's a young up-and-comer. Like you said, he's just a baby of this group. Where do you give his chances in this crew?
As far as placing?
Sure.
Not next to me.
I mean, that could be good or bad, right? So, here we go.
You're scared, bro. You're scared.
If anybody wants to show anything on this stage, feel free.
I gotta teach you how to be humble. I gotta teach you how to be humble.
Well, I'm going to say
you don't
this.
have the attitude.
It worked
so
for Samson Dowda last year. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not afraid of nothing.
Samson was the only guy to take his shirt, right?
They need to get ready. They're still at 85%.
This guy's a joke, bro. He's doing this because he needs.
Come on, we are entertaining. We are an entertaining business. What do you expect?
He needs the validation from the people.
One at a time. Go ahead, Brandon.
He needs the validation from the people. That's why he acts out like this. I'll show you how to be a humble champion.
All right. Well, hang on a second.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I got to get Aaron involved in this one. Hang on. You
don't
said
touch
you
me, okay? Respect that.
No touching here. No elbows. Where's Big Steve when I need him? No elbows, guys. No elbows.
Alright, that was close. That was close. I don't know why, but it seems like it's always Men's Physique guys who are causing trouble. And the big guys who look the most dangerous are always the nicest. So in open bodybuilding, we didn't have anything really that interesting to be mentioned in a video. You got Nick saying that he is going to win the Mr. Olympia. Samson and Derek have a little bit of a back and forth, but it's not real. Hari talking about how he's coming better than ever and that he's coming to win. Then you have Nick Walker saying that he's going to win the Mr. Olympia. The other guys saying they have improved, they're coming better. But really, ever since they removed the old school style of press conference with the tables and everything, it's not working out. This is not good. This is definitely not that great. At least now we have some sort of an actual press conference. You know, some people are actually asking the questions, so that's a plus, but it was so much better back in the day. You guys probably remember Kai Greene and Phil Heath going back and forth. That style of the press conference was the best. I don't know why don't they do it again. They're trying out different stuff and it never works. So I gotta say, a pretty boring press conference, other than Mike Sommerfeld making a great joke and saying that he's gonna come in taller next year, unless he was serious about that, which I think he was. Alright, and finally, we got the last moment update by Behrouz Tabani. Guys, right here with Phil Heath, and what I'm seeing right here is, man, this is absolutely crazy. I'm not really sure what to expect from Behrouz, but I'm looking at all of his photos, and for example, in this most muscular shot right here, man, he looks like a top 3, top 4 guy. I don't imagine that there are 4 or 5 guys who can beat this. And this is not like the only shot he looks good at. He's very complete. He looks great in all of the shots. So I think this guy is definitely going to be a surprise. I mean, if he makes the top 5, that's still a surprise for a first Mr. Olympia, but it could be better than that. People are kind of worried about his legs, saying that he doesn't have the biggest legs, and sure, they're not the biggest, but they're bigger, they're pretty big. He has a lot of muscle, man, a lot of muscle, crazy shape, and I'm telling you, I promise you, he's going to be one of the hardest, the most conditioned guys on that stage. But hey, whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Stay tuned, subscribe to this channel for the best Mr. Olympia coverage on YouTube. Tell me what do you think about what Mike said. Did he actually make the lower weight? Was that a lie? Was that true? Whatever you think, guys, down below in the comment section. Like this video if you enjoyed it. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.